So today we're going to take a look at my garden that we made. Well, we're starting to put this fence up with the hardware cloth all along the edge, and eventually we're going to have the whole side here with the blocks and the posts and all that stuff. But it's a pretty big garden and I like it. You know, the posts there. This is the green beans, no, peas, with a little trellis, and these poor zucchini that need to be watered, and these plants that came back from last year. I have no idea what they are. We got some green beans here and some broccoli, and that empty spot was supposed to be spinach. And yeah, this is my little self-made little trellis thingy that I put together. And we got some strawberries and rhubarb, but the rhubarb's flowering. And then my daughter planted some radishes, and I have no idea what this is. This is some oregano that really took off. There had been mint in here, so we ripped all that out. And those are the thyme that I had planted, and rosemary. And basically this is all the different herbs that we have. And there's my little sage bush that I tried to nurse back to health. It's doing pretty good. And we got all this mulch put down. We need a couple more bags, but eventually we'll have it all covered with the weed block and all that. And we got, well, the mint that I had pulled out of the herbs are there now. And that's cabbage, lettuce, some kale. Some of it's not doing too good, and then we have over here the peppers and the zucchinis, and I made this little thing for the zucchini to keep the shade out. I could talk more about that if you want later. I made this thing too, which isn't the best, but there are all the tomatoes, and this one sad little tomato plant didn't make it, but what are you gonna do? But we got a good tomato going, and considering it's the beginning of June, it looks pretty good. Yeah, so we got that, and there's going to be a little seating area over here, and then we got some water for the bees who live in those hives right over there, if you can see them. Can you see them? Yeah. And here's a little close-up of the hives. Unfortunately, I can't get closer because I recently got stung and had an anaphylactic reaction. So I could maybe zoom in a little bit. Let's see if I can. Yep. Oh, there it goes. All right. So that's the beehives that we have. A nice local beekeeper came out and helped me with those the other day. So yeah. Oh, and here, let's put a video of the chickens. I gotta put something in with the chickens. These are my girls. I'm gonna give them some more watermelon because it's really hot out today and need to keep them cool. So I'll toss them the watermelon. These are the little bantams that we're trying to introduce to the flock. They don't really like each other very much, but they're trying to. They seem to keep apart, and that seems to be doing okay. They are very skittish with the Rhode Island Reds, because Rhode Island Reds can be very aggressive. So this is all my little birds here. This one right here, and the zebra, is the diva of the group. She's kind of the only one that really stands up to the rooster. And this is the rooster here. And then we have the lady in pink. She's a little bit more skittish, but she lets us pick her up a little bit. And then these girls over here, there's one in blue, but she's been really hot today, so she's kind of covered in dust. And then the one in yellow is my mama bird. She gets very broody and is probably the rooster's favorite, unfortunately. And she's missing a couple of feathers, hence why we have the aprons. So it looks like they're enjoying the watermelon quite a bit, and I obviously need to give them a little bit more water because their mud is dry and they need some more water in their little watering hole over there. But they seem pretty happy today. They're not fanning out their wings, even though it's almost 90 degrees out. So I'll have to check in on them in a little bit, and that's it for today.